What's up, felons? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the greatest NFL rivalries of all time, the kind of matchups that make you cancel plans, glue yourself to the couch, and maybe even throw the remote at the TV when your team blows a 20-point lead. Yes, I'm looking at you, Falcons fans. Let's kick this off with number 5 on our list, a rivalry that's like that weird family feud at Thanksgiving except with fewer mashed potatoes and way more interceptions. Number 5, Packers vs. Burst. Packers and Bears have been going at it since your granddad's granddad was still figuring out how to use a rotary phone. These two teams have met over 200 times, and every game is like watching two old dudes fight over the last good lawn chair at a cookout. 1 minute you've got the Bears defense making Aaron Rodgers wish he'd stuck with Jeopardy, and the next, you're watching the Packers turn Chicago's secondary into Swiss cheese fitting for a team from Wisconsin, right? 4. Cowboys vs. Eagles. Coming in at number 4, it's the Cowboys vs. the Eagles, a rivalry that's less about football and more about which fan base can be more obnoxious. Cowboys fans will tell you they're America's team, while Eagles fans will probably just throw a battery at you. Every time these two teams meet, it's like watching a family reunion if your family reunion had 70,000 screaming lunatics and an entire city of people who are still greasing the light poles after their last Super Bowl win. Number 3. Steelers vs. Ravens. At number 3, we've got the Steelers vs. Ravens. This rivalry is so intense, it makes a UFC fight look like a polite game of chess. These games are not for the faint of heart unless you're into watching grown men hit each other like they're trying to settle a 15-year grudge. Just make sure you've got a chiropractor on speed dial because someone's spine is getting realigned by halftime. Number 2, 49ers vs. Seahawks. Number 2 on our list is the 49ers vs. the Seahawks. If you like your football with a side of drama, this is the rivalry for you. We're talking about Richard Sherman's infamous "I'm the best corner in the game" rant, and games that end with coaches trying to figure out who to blame for throwing the ball at the 1-yard line. Seahawks fans will forever cherish that Super Bowl win, and 49ers fans, well, they'll cherish the days when Joe Montana was still throwing darts and not doing Skechers commercials. 1. Patriots vs. everyone. Finally, taking the top spot is a rivalry so fierce, it's basically the Patriots vs. everyone else. Let's be real, everyone hates the Patriots. Unless you're from New England, in which case you're probably too busy polishing your 6 Super Bowl rings to notice. Tom Brady spent 2 decades tearing the hearts out of every NFL fan base, and Bill Belichick is basically the Emperor Palpatine of football. No matter who the Patriots are playing, it's personal. They've been the team everyone loves to hate, mostly because they're always winning. But hey, at least we can all agree on one thing: life is better when the Patriots lose. So, there you have it, our ranking of the top NFL rivalries. Which one gets your blood boiling the most? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more football fun. Until next time, keep those remotes handy. You never know when your team's going to blow another 28-3 lead. Before we wrap this up, let's take a quick detour into the land of almost made it rivalries because hey, not every rivalry can make the top 5, just like not every team can be the Patriots. Thank goodness for that, right? Giants vs. Eagles. First up, we've got the Giants vs. the Eagles. These teams have been trading blows longer than anyone cares to remember, and every game is basically a competition to see who can invent new ways to lose in the most dramatic fashion possible. Giants fans still haven't recovered from the Dezeen Jackson punt return, and Eagles fans, well, they're still just happy they finally got a Super Bowl win. Thankfully, Philly is still on the map. Chiefs vs. Raiders. Next, it's the Chiefs vs. the Raiders, a rivalry that's about as old as your dad's record collection and just as full of hits. Every time these two teams face off, you can count on 2 things: the Raiders fans looking like they just stepped out of a Mad Max movie, and the Chiefs fans pretending they didn't just live through 2 decades of Matt Castle and Alex Smith. It's a matchup where the only thing more dangerous than the hits on the field are the fans in the stands. Broncos vs. Raiders. Sticking with the AFC West, how about Broncos vs. Raiders? This rivalry is like your favorite old western, except instead of cowboys and outlaws, you've got John Elway and whatever quarterback the Raiders were trying out that year. It's been a tale of 2 cities, one with mile-high hopes and the other stuck in an endless loop of maybe next year. The Broncos have had their fair share of success, and the Raiders, well, at least they've got Las Vegas now. What happens there will probably involve another rebuild. Jets vs Patriots. Finally, we can't forget about the Jets vs Patriots. This rivalry is basically Tom Brady's personal highlight reel mixed with a few Mark Sanchez bloopers. Jets fans have been stuck in football purgatory since Joe Namath was making guarantees, and Patriots fans, well, they're just happy the Jets exist to make them look even better. If this rivalry were a movie, it'd be Groundhog Day, starring the Jets as Bill Murray, waking up every season to another round of pain and suffering. And there you have it, our honorable mentions. These rivalries might not have cracked the top 5, but they're still guaranteed to deliver drama, heartbreak, and maybe even a few laughs. Just remember, no matter how bad your team is, at least you're not the Jets. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.